My name is Grassleaf, and welcome to the CamCod 20 Drops. In this video, I'm going to be doing exactly as the title states. I'm going to be dropping CamCod 20 times. There's not really much to it, so let's just get into game number 1. In game 1, I landed on top of this watchtower. Then I dropped down and eliminated these IO guards. I didn't even know it was possible, but one of them had a gold TAC AR. But soon after that, I had to escape because the storm was coming. While running from the storm, I came across this building, but I don't know what it's called. Later on, this random guy pushes me. I wasn't really wanting to fight, but I guess I had no choice. And with my tactical AR, I quickly sprayed him down. However, there was somebody watching nearby. I clumsily ran right in front of his AR and he sprayed me down. In game 2, I looted this house, which has some parts of old places. For example, there's a bit of Sunny Steps in there, which was a new location in Season 8. Also, I killed these IO guards. And then I looted the docks. After that, I went down to the dock and I looted it. I don't know if a singular dock is called a dock or a docks, but whatever. And it's this game I found out that you can still ride loot sharks. I thought they took that out of the game in Season 3, but apparently not. Then I got jumped by this guy in a car. We had a build battle for a pretty decent amount of time, but eventually he just ran away. And then in Misty Meadows I found somebody who I'm pretty sure was her. I did just barely manage to eliminate her, but she had set the building on fire. And after popping this mini, I went back into the flames and I died. One of the most embarrassing ways to die in Fortnite. Game 3, I dropped in as the Grey Deadpool. It's rare that CamCod's in the first circle, but when it is, you can walk away with some pretty decent loot. And it turned out that CamCod was also in the second safe zone. However, CamCod is very low when it comes to altitude. And since the circle was probably going to be ending on some mountains, it was best to go and grab the high ground now. And doing so actually got me into the top 3. And eventually one pushed the other, and I could just tell by the way they were playing that one of them wouldn't survive. And in the end, neither of them survived. Also a bit weird how he just tried to pop a mini right in front of me, but hey, I'll take it. In game 4, I became a bounty target right off the bat. And I started off by looting the dock. And then I looted the big house and I found this holographic Bunker Jonesy. He's a bit weird, but whatever. Then after that I went and found Bigfoot. The only thing you can do with him is he can give you the zero fish, but I accidentally slapped him so I didn't get any. Not that I would have got any if I didn't slap him. In a top 7 situation, the circle is pretty small and I'm stuck under this guy's building. I bounced it away, but then it turned out that I didn't own every single wall of my 1x1 and then I died. That was your 5 sweet seconds of Brutus gliding through the air. And I nearly got killed by the 3 IO guards that spawn here. Skipping forward, I'm in the top 9 and I'm hiding behind the waterfall. Don't know what this guy's plan was, but he's in a better place now. But later when I drive my thick meaty torso up this hill, I see this guy trying to pretend like he's an NPC. He sells the job pretty well, until I notice his weapon wrap. And from there it was a dead giveaway that he was just faking. So I punished him for it. Doesn't matter though, because later I bricked it in a build fight and I got clapped. And this guy had 10 kills. You know, this is what I like about 20 drops. I could just sit in a bush and talk about absolutely nothing and I'll still have time for the video. Absolutely phenomenal and very entertaining strategy, 100% would recommend. I let everyone else kill each other while I swapped out the batteries for my Xbox controllers because the ones I was using were dying. Later on I'm in a top 3 tight circle, you know the drill. This guy tried to hide behind a tiny tree so I ended him swiftly with my TAC AR. And then the last guy tried knocking me down. But I already knew this was going to happen, so I quickly moved down my structure. And so I evaded his shots and won the game without him hitting me once. Also I unlocked the Lexus skin, which I see far too often. Game 7, I'm behind this rock for a stupid amount of time because this guy's waiting for me inside the safe zone. At one point, I even had to use my med kit because if not, I was about to die to the storm. I don't know if people genuinely find this entertaining because I literally didn't fall for his trap and I waited for him to leave. But my recordings are definitely messed up because this is definitely a different final circle. And somehow I'm not able to snipe this guy throughout this whole game, despite him staying perfectly still there. And the guy to my right, he's got the boom sniper, and for some reason he doesn't fight me, like, at all. I was actually pretty surprised by it because I'm used to getting spammed by the boom sniper rifle. And then I somehow killed the red knight from earlier. I'm not quite sure what happened. And when I fought the boom sniper guy in a 1v1, I killed him with my last AR bullet, which means I've got a 3 in a row and a 20 drops. In Game 8, I most definitely threw this impulse grenade sooner, but Fortnite didn't register it and I got sprayed to death. In Game 9, and me and this guy were up against a sweat. I didn't record it, but we were both in the sand and we were shaking, which was code for, this guy's way better than us, let's leave each other alone. Needless to say, the guy that won the game likes Fortnite a bit too much. Game number 10 is labelled appropriately. Also, there's a guy behind that tree who just died to the storm. The last guy is playing super passive and I know he's not that good. But then again, this was played quite late at night and I was half asleep. And now I'm fully asleep forever. In Game 11, I tried to commit not living because I failed the drop. However, that failed, so I had to let the IO guards kill me instead. To be honest, their aim is terrible and it took quite a long time. Still got top 50 though. In Game 12, I had a bad drop, but good drip. Nothing interesting happened until the top 4. There's me under the sand, that guy ahead of me building a fort, and to my left there are 2 people fighting. When the zone began closing in, I was just shuffling along with a storm circle. Obviously I had to pop out at some point, and now that I think about it, I don't think I mentioned before that the sand tunneling's back. When it comes to a 1v1v1, I usually put off fighting. But sometimes you literally have no choice. And I picked up 1,000 shotgun ammo. 1,000 shotgun ammo. I didn't even know that was possible. The last guy either was very low on mats or just thought this was a good hiding spot. And with some of the best loot in the game, I easily claimed my victory. In Game 13, I nearly died in a pickaxe battle. I know this definitely isn't the most entertaining way to play, but you can't touch my wins. I'm not trying to make any excuses, but I was lagging the whole game. And by not trying to make any excuses, I mean I won this game. And right here, the lag almost cost me my life. Oh look, I'm in the top 3 and 1 person dies. Also, one of the people playing was a John Wick from Season 3. I really wasn't expecting to win this game, but I still did. Game 14 was just not good. In Game 15, I scuffed up my drop, so I tried to commit not living. However, that failed, so I just left the game. Game 16, I became a bounty target before even touching the ground. Nothing interesting happened, and in the top 6, I for some reason built a pretty big fort when I didn't have that many mats to do so. This resulted in me running out of mats in the endgame and dying because of it. Game 17 doesn't really exist, it's just more footage of the guy that killed me. Game 18, I did drop camcod, but I had to run all the way to Misty Meadows because the IO guards and 2 other people nearly killed me. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of that. I had great loot, but little did I know that I was actually playing on Middle Eastern servers on accident. So you could have the greatest loot in the world, but with 150 ping, nothing is easy. The only thing that is easy is dying. In Game 19, the penultimate game, you know when you have to go to pee, but you're in like the top 3, so you put it off? That's what I just did. And eventually it turned into a 1v1, I had an RPG, yada yada. I don't even know if I can call this guy a sweat because realistically he wasn't that good. All it took was a simple spray and a shotgun to get the victory. Here we are, game 20, and I don't have the beginning of the game. As you can see, I've got a solid 4 kills, and in this game I'm aiming for a bit more kills than I usually would. But unfortunately, I run into this guy while he's running out of Colossal Coliseum, and for some reason, I don't turn back the other way, I just stare at him. I know for a fact he's seen me, and here he gets shot at by someone else. So I try to jump out the sand before he hits me, but no, I failed that, and I died. And that was it, the Camp COD 20 drops. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, I have 100 drops and 20 drops on the way, so be on the lookout for that. And with everything said and done, thanks for watching, and goodbye.